What's up, guys? Your boy Oversized Al. I got Coop Dog with me today, and we're gonna be breaking down Game Five. Steph, Andrew Wiggins. I mean, we're talking. What the hell happened, Steph?
What happened?
And we're also gonna talk about some breaking news that happened around the NBA and
Mhm.
sports. And yeah, that's probably it.
Looking forward to next year's NFL season. So stay tuned for this episode, bro. It's going to be a banger.
Tuned. All right. Well, Game Four happened last night, Coop. The Warriors won 104-94. It was
Oh,
very.
That was game five.
I mean, yeah, Game Five. Sorry,
Yeah.
my bad.
Warriors went up 3-2. So, yeah.
Wiggins had 26.
Yeah.
Uh,
0 for 5 from 3.
yeah, yeah. But he kind of carried the team. I don't want to say he carried the team, but he
Yeah.
kind of took on the heavy load of the team.
Yeah. Because, I mean,
Um,
Steph went 0 for 12 from 3, which is the first time he hasn't had a 3 since 2018 in one game.
Yeah.
So
Well, that was that in the playoffs or just the regular season?
it's all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Steph had a pretty bad night, but it's all right because I mean, Wiggins helped push the Warriors past the Celtics again.
Yeah.
The Cooper, the Celtics these last two games, have it's kind of been a rocky last two games for them.
Yeah. They've been really lackluster these last 2 games. And I think game 6, they don't lose at home, right? So game 6, they're not losing at home. But then game 7, they have to go back to Golden State. So
Yeah.
I think they can push it to game 7 easily.
Yeah. I mean,
But I don't know if they're winning game 7. It's hard to choose.
yeah. I mean, they've been very good on the road this whole season. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they lose game 6 because I mean, I don't know because I mean they lost game. They lose game 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they lost
Yeah.
game 4. So, I mean, they've lost at home before as well. So I wouldn't be
I mean,
surprised.
okay, yeah, they have, but I think they really had a terrible night game 4. So I'm honestly sold on them winning game 6. Obviously, Jason Tatum is gonna have to step up. Marcus Smart has been playing consistently, putting up numbers. So I'm impressed with him, offensively at least, and he's doing his work on defense. Robert Williams, averaging 3 blocks a game, which is crazy. So he's definitely got his work cut out for him. Game 6.
Yeah.
I mean, if we saw Al Horford or Derek White get hot, then I think game 6 is an easy win, right? So.
Yeah, I was going to ask because I mean, Al Horford, he's been kind of a little bit slower his last couple of games.
Yeah.
I mean, that first game, remember, he popped off. He got 26 or something like that.
Something crazy, bro.
So, I mean, I guess I hope he can bounce back and hopefully get some more shots up because, I mean, he hasn't looked the same the last 2 games, I have to say.
Yeah.
But
I think also Derek White only had 8 or 10 last night. So,
yeah,
that definitely hurts them. But
I would say maybe, Jaylen Brown needs to step up a little bit more too, because
I think Jaylen Brown has been playing really well. I think Jason Tatum is the one we need to see step up a little bit more, and take this slack. Because we know he can score. We know he can get to the basket. We know he can shoot. So we just need more opportunities from him, I guess. So hopefully they can create something in game 6.
Why do you think he's been kind of not progressing as much in these last couple of games, Coop? Because I mean, he does average about 25, 26 points per game. Um,
Yeah.
I mean, and the finals, I mean, you want to get at least 30. So why do you think this is all like kind of happening to him?
I honestly don't know.
He's missing shots like consistently.
Yeah. I mean,
Uh,
like Curry had a slump. And then the night before or the game before he had like what 43. So I think shooting is more unreliable. Like you're gonna have off nights, right? So
yeah.
um
But I feel like whenever Steph, has a bad game, the teammates around him always push forward and they help to,
yeah.
create a better, system around him whenever he's having a bad
Mhm.
game. But
And
whenever
like when
you,
Steph has an off game, they try to prioritize other players, right? So we know he's off, so we're not gonna give him the ball like when he's contested or covered.
yeah,
We're only give him open looks, right? So I don't know.
I feel like whenever Jason Tatum has a bad game, the team still kind of pushes it towards him. They still kind of let him have the ball. Which in that case, I would just give it to
Yeah,
Brown or to Smart or Horford to get them
yeah.
more in the game.
Hmm.
Um, oh, I mean that's like one thing I saw last night, and I kind of wish the Celtics did a little better on the offensive
Hmm.
side. Um,
And also, they had like what 18 turnovers last night,
yeah,
so that's
it was
definitely detrimental to their game.
yeah, they were forcing passes, they
Hmm.
weren't I mean, they were still passing the ball around, just like not in a very fashionable way.
Yeah, and we saw the same thing in game 4, right? So it's just a matter of getting open passes or not risky passes
Yeah.
to get to eventually work the ball around and get it an open shot or maybe an easier shot. So
Mhm.
hopefully they can create shots like within the first quarter, build the lead, second quarter, and then take the game away in the second half.
Yeah, could we see a game 6 Clay uh tomorrow? Maybe he drops 40 and maybe 50. I don't know. Can we see that tomorrow, Coop?
I mean, yeah, I could see that, but I mean, hopefully it doesn't happen. But I mean, throughout the playoffs, when they go to game 6, he's on, bro.
Yeah.
So
I mean, if you take it back to 2016 against OKC, I mean, that was probably the highest uh, game 6
yeah,
Clay. It made me tear up a little bit, whenever I was
yeah,
watching it. It
yeah,
was tough to watch. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
I could just see you crying on your bed or whatever, you know.
yeah. I was probably like not even watching the game, honestly.
But you
Hopefully, I
saw,
was. Hopefully, I
but
was.
you saw the 2012 OKC finals, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and that was tough to watch as well.
that was pretty tough to watch.
Anyways, moving on to OKC. OKC just traded for JaMychal Green. Uh, he was the Nuggets. The Nuggets. I think that's the team.
Okay,
Um,
I've never
we
heard
got
of him, honestly.
he. He's a power forward. He's a pretty big guy.
Okay, okay,
Um, he could be like a center kind of for
okay.
us. Um, but we got another 2027 first round pick uh, as well for
Nice.
JaMychal Green. So now we have the second pick, the 12th pick, and the 34th pick from the
Okay,
draft.
that's
And
great.
then the Nuggets have the 30th pick, I think, from us.
Okay.
So I mean, you see Sam Presti kind of moving. He's trying to get some more,
Yeah,
play some more vets to help these younger players
yeah.
on OKC.
And I mean, I'm all for that, So we need more experience on our team for sure. So
I mean, you kind of saw with Derek Favors this year, he's trying to help out a couple of the younger guys that we had on our team, like
yeah,
um,
Josh Giddey.
Pokushevsky or whatever, whoever it was. But I mean, I think it was a good trade. I mean, we got another pick, another first round pick.
Yeah.
Um,
It's what 5 years from now, but yeah,
mm.
still got it. So
I mean, we have about 34 maybe picks in the next 34 first round picks in the next 7 or 8 years. So I mean,
yeah.
we're stacked.
Uh,
Um,
and if we need to throw those in a trade or something and trade for a player, then
I
yeah,
mean,
that's great.
that's what I was thinking as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be pretty awesome. We saw Russell Westbrook come back to OKC, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I think the chances maybe like towards the tail end of his career. I still think he has some games to play, you know. I think he still has a couple of years, right? So maybe we'll see him back in OKC for the tail end of his career, just to maybe end on a good note or whatever.
Because I mean, he's only what 35,
Yeah, I
34
think
maybe.
he might be like 33 or 34.
Yeah.
I can look it up real quick.
I mean, he's still built massive as well. So I don't see
Yeah.
him. I don't see him going any slower than these next couple of years. Hopefully, we see him play a little better this season, this next NBA season. So, did you see how old he was?
I didn't. My phone wasn't even charging. My phone's almost dead.
He's-
33, yeah.
Yeah, 33. Yeah, it's not bad. It's pretty good, I would say, for his age.
Yeah.
And then Cooper. So there's been some speculation within the the NBPA and some players and organizations calling for a shorter NBA season. Um, so there's been some talks around it. There's been some teams that have kind of wanted this change to happen for the
Yeah.
last couple of years. Do you see that? I mean, impact the NBA in a good way or a bad way, maybe.
Um, I don't know. I think definitely like teams that are like what on the lower end of the uh seed numbers, I think are more likely to kind of give up or not try in the last, I don't know, like 2 weeks because they know like we don't have a chance in making the playoffs.
Mhm.
Uh, why are we even pushing this far into the season? You feel me? So
Yeah.
I think definitely it is a long season, but I don't know, maybe like a shorter season. Like would that be like 52 games, 62, like 60? Like how much
Um,
fewer?
I think they're saying around 70, maybe.
70.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be all for that.
I mean, it would probably prevent some injuries as well.
Yeah.
Which is always a good sign because you want to see another John Morant go out in the playoffs or something like that.
Mhm.
Um, so I mean, it doesn't really matter because I mean it's still NBA basketball. You're
Yeah.
still gonna watch it either way. So
Yeah.
um, but maybe we might see that change in the next couple of years.
Yeah.
Um,
And even if they did like changing it from season to season, like taking away like 2 games at the end of the season, and then just keep doing that for like, I don't know, a couple of years, and then you're down to like what 70, 74 or 76, which
yeah.
I guess that would change the game some, but maybe for the better.
Um, and then Charlotte Hornets Montrezl Harrell facing felony drug charge for marijuana. Pretty breaking news, Coop. Um, I mean, marijuana's been a topic of debate for a while now.
Yeah.
Hey, this is probably a stupid move by Montrez, or because I feel like most NBA guys probably smoke a little bit.
Yeah. So is it illegal to own marijuana or recreational marijuana in Charlotte?
Probably, yeah. Let me check.
Yeah.
Um, so it says in the article, it says is facing a felony drug charge after authorities said they found vacuum sealed bags of marijuana in his car during a traffic stop in Richmond, Kentucky. Okay. So yeah, this is actually in Kentucky where he
Okay.
used to play basketball because he went to Louisville for college. So I guess it is illegal over there in Kentucky. Um, I mean, if you see, if other states are starting to legalize marijuana, I feel like
Yeah, I mean, like
it shouldn't.
a lot of states are legalizing it, or not recreationally necessarily, but medically they're
Yeah,
releasing it. And I don't know. I mean, it's their life, you know. Obviously if it's a law, then I guess try not to break it, but
yeah. I can't really speak on it because I don't really use marijuana. So,
neither. Yeah, so
um, but also, Coop, have you been up to date with the Brittany Griner, case in Russia?
mm-mm.
So basically, what happened is that she went to Russia and she was carrying marijuana with her as well. Um, I guess I'm not sure if it was recreationally or uh, pharmaceutically. I don't know. In Russia, you're not allowed to have any of that. So she was arrested and she's been in a Russian detention for the last probably 5 months, 6 months, maybe. Um, so now her detention is being expanded uh, upon, and a lot of people have been kind of criticizing Joe Biden for it, calling for them to take action for
Yeah.
Brittany Griner, who's a WNBA player. So, and she's an all-star champion in the WNBA. So, hopefully we can see her come back.
Yeah, that's not good.
It's
I
not,
mean, like, yeah.
especially if you're in Russia.
Yeah, they definitely probably have stricter laws, because I mean they're basically what, communists pretty much,
Yeah.
set up
Yeah,
to be.
yeah. And then you mentioned to me, Cooper Cup had an extension.
Yeah.
Do
I
you know how
believe
much?
is I think it's like 80 million
Really,
for, it was 3 or 5 years, I think.
a lot of money.
So a lot of moolah, but
When you have Cooper Cup, Allen Robinson, and maybe OBJ come back, that's pretty stacked team already.
yeah.
And he just won the
Hey,
Super Bowl.
I'm just curious, like, do you think Cooper Cup's like that season last year was like once in a career, or do you think he can maintain, maybe not that high of level, but at least like a step down to it? Like, can he maintain that?
So to me, I feel like Matthew Stafford, who passed the ball him last year the most.
Mhm.
Because they had injuries all around the team last year at wide receiver. Wide receiver.
Yeah,
So maybe it was kind of lucky because he was the main guy last year who was getting the ball the most.
yeah. And I
Um,
know they signed Odell to like what, a 1 year contract, and then what, he got injured in the Super
mhm.
Bowl. So
I wouldn't say it's a 1 year thing because he's definitely still gonna have at least 1,000 yards each
yeah, he's
year.
definitely a solid player. like
Yeah.
for sure. I just didn't. I think he was like, I had never really heard of him, or like, I don't know. I hadn't really heard of him
I
prior
mean,
to that year.
2 years before that, he tore his ACL, and he was on pace to get around 1,500 yards that season, but then he
Yeah.
tore his ACL. So I mean, it kind of delayed things, I guess, for him.
Yeah.
But I mean, I still feel like he's gonna get at least 1,500 next
Yeah.
year.
He's a really good route runner. Like, I don't know. He just has really good vision too. So
He's the top 5 wide receiver as well.
yeah.
I would definitely, if you guys are in fantasy football, I would definitely take him at least in the first or second round, maybe next year.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he is that guy in LA. He's the main guy
Yeah.
for Matthew.
He's for sure because OBJ is out, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
they're looking for them, or they're looking for him. So yeah.
I mean, who do you think maybe next year could step up in the NFL next year?
I think he's on like Bills. I think his last name is Davis. I can't remember his name though.
I know who you're talking about. His name is something Davis.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember.
He's a wide receiver, right?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
is, but can't remember his name.
That was
But
like,
yeah, Josh Allen's got
yeah.
like I think next year is gonna be his kind of burst out
Yeah.
year.
I'm saying right now, I think he could be MVP next year and wins Super Bowl
Yeah,
next year.
that's a bold prediction.
It's a bold prediction, but I mean,
You heard it here first, folks.
I mean, they got a stacked team. They got Von Miller back.
Yeah.
6 years, 120 million. Like, they're trying to go all in next year.
Mhm.
So, and then
Is it Gabriel Davis?
yeah, Gabriel.
Yeah, this dude.
Yeah, he was solid too. He had he had 4 touchdowns against the Chiefs in the playoffs last year.
Yeah. So yeah, I think the Bills will definitely have a good season next year. I think Josh Allen really, I don't know, he proved himself a lot on the big stage, so props to him for sure.
See the Packers maybe come to Super Bowl next year again.
Dude, hopefully, bro. Aaron Rodgers is just getting older, so
I don't know. And he's the highest paid QB.
yeah, he needs to execute.
Bro, they scored 7 points in the playoffs.
Yeah.
In one game. So
yeah, for sure.
As well, Russell Wilson, your boy. Did we see him?
I don't follow teams, I follow players. No, I'm kidding. I still love the Seahawks.
Seahawks. Trash. They're trash.
Listen, bro.
Oh, it's already Russell Wilson. Come on.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys should get Marshawn Lynch back.
Bro. He's like 40, isn't he? Bro.
He's like 300 pounds now.
You could probably run down everybody still, bro.
Those are good old glory days in Seattle.
Bro.
Over. Like, can we see Cam Newton come back as well? Because I mean, he's been talking a lot.
He's bro.
He's been talking a lot. He's been saying, "Hey, I could be a starter still in the NFL."
Is he playing back for the Panthers?
No, they were actually released him.
So who's he playing for?
He's a free agent.
Okay.
Maybe we could see him come to Seattle.
Maybe, bro.
2015 MVP.
We could really use a quarterback. We got Drew Lock and what's that other dude's name? It's up for grabs, bro. But another QB, a young QB that's definitely on the rise is Justin Herbert.
He threw almost 50 touchdowns last year.
Yeah, so I think watch out for him, bro. Chargers looking pretty solid.
They just signed Khalil Mack and AC Jackson. So
Keenan Allen is still playing for them, right?
And Mike Williams, Austin Eckler.
Yeah.
I mean, I would definitely consider the Chargers to be a top 5 team next year.
Yeah.
For sure.
We'll see how they do.
We'll see how everybody does. The NBA is still ongoing. We got 2 more games coming up.
Celtics, baby, bro.
You're going to the Celtics, right?
Tonight.
What? You're going to Celtics tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I got them winning the series. So they got to win these next 2 games.
I'm winning the series.
Yes. I know. But they are. They are. Hear me out.
Hopefully we see just him get like 50. I mean,
yeah, Curry's gonna be cold these next 2 games. I'm saying it right now, bro.
I'll probably go to the Celtics as well tomorrow. What do you think the score is going to be?
I'm gonna say 106 to like 99.
Okay. I'm gonna go 106, 96.
Okay.
So maybe 2 days we'll make another podcast after game 6.
Yeah.
Please.
And then if the Warriors win game 6, then we'll definitely like wrap up kind of overview, and then like we'll kind of go break down like every team in the NBA and maybe like how they're gonna do, and then maybe we can finish the second round of that draft on that too.
I would say we probably stream game 7 if you want.
Oh yeah.
And the live stream of it.
If it goes to game 7, for sure.
Yeah. But we'll all be watching game 6 tomorrow. So
yeah.
You can be looking forward to that. If you guys can, please do subscribe, follow the podcast, and see you guys in a bit. Peace.